also just to mention the fact that we have lost some absolutely brilliant members of Parliament in London, and we owe them an enormous debt of gratitude. I don't know whether there are any others present here, but Lynn here, a brilliant... Lynn, above all else, brought through same-sex marriage. What a fantastic demonstration of liberalism and democracy. So thank you to all the MPs in London, all those who lost their seat. We owe you an enormous debt of gratitude. And can I also just ask all those who are new members who've joined since the election, can you show your hands? Look at that. I mean, that is just amazing. It's incredible, and thank you all very much for coming here this evening. Now, why are we all here? We're here because there is a leadership election, and I can confidently predict that this will be an election which will be won by a Liberal Democrat. But it will be the first of very many, won't it? Absolutely. Now look, as you think about who you want to vote for, I think I need to demonstrate three things to you. I need to demonstrate what I'm about, what drives me, what my motivation is. I need to demonstrate to you what my ambition is for the party, and I need to show how I think we can achieve that ambition. So, who am I, what I'm about? Look, throughout my adult life, long before I was ever elected to Parliament, I was a councillor in Norwich. I led the opposition group to the Labour Council in Norwich. And I was also a lawyer. And I've tried throughout my adult life to live out my liberal values, to fight for them and to win. And so before I was ever elected to Parliament, I took on the MOD. 5,500 women had been discharged from the armed forces for getting pregnant, for goodness sake. It was a breach of European law. We took on the MOD and we secured compensation for all of those women. I led the group of lawyers who were fighting those claims. And then as a new Member of Parliament, I took on Tony Blair. I took on Tony Blair over freedom of information. I wanted to establish the principle, because he had refused to tell me, that we, the citizens of this country, have a right to know who the Prime Minister meets with, who ministers meet with, who are influencing them in the run-up to big decisions, particularly in the run-up to the decision to go to war in Iraq. Tony Blair refused my request, so we challenged him, and we established a new principle that the citizen has a right to know. I have to say that when I became a minister and I was told, you need to disclose all of the people you've been meeting, I thought, damn it, I was that you live by the things that you believe in. I then took on BAE Systems, corruption in the developing world. They had sold a military air traffic control system to Tanzania, one of the poorest countries in the world, a country without an air force. It was a scandalous deal. The Blair government gave an export licence for that deal. I exposed the outrageous corruption. It ended up with the Serious Fraud Office taking a prosecution against BAE Systems and compensation being paid to Tanzania. And then as a campaigning minister, fighting for the cause of equality for those who suffer from mental ill health. How can it be?
develop an exciting agenda of what liberalism was in that era. We must do the same again now. We must combine an excitement and a dynamism in developing liberal responses to the big challenges we face as a society. And if we combine that with effective campaigning, then we can become a really exciting and dynamic force. So look, these are the steps that we need to take, but there is a fourth step that I believe very strongly we must take. If we are to survive and prosper as a Liberal Democrat Party, and if we are to build a progressive, liberal, radical movement of change, we need to inspire a new generation of young people to our cause. And this is fundamentally a liberal age. Think of ourselves as a start-up. The world is changing dramatically. We're out there looking at the world outside. There is an enormous potential market for us. So many millions of people share our values as liberals, but they don't associate themselves with the Liberal Democrats. Think of this city, one of the most liberal cities in the world, and yet look at our standing in this city now. We have to reach out to all of those people who share our values. We must be ambitious as a party. We must aspire to be a governing party. Let's build a really dynamic, liberal, progressive movement of change. And if we inspire young people by talking about how we will, in a liberal way, deal with the threat of climate change, how we will ensure that we reform antiquated drug laws which criminalise too many young people and put billions of pounds into the hands of criminals across our world, how we will resolve the housing crisis with liberal solutions, how we will ensure opportunity for all, enterprise, open, dynamic, international in our politics. In this way, we can inspire a new generation of young people who share our values to become followers of our cause. Now, let me just finish with this. A young liberal youth who's potentially talking to me about my work on mental health. You restored my faith in politics. Liberal Democrats, we can restore people's faith in politics, which has been so broken over the last few years. If we tell it as it is, if we speak from the heart, if we speak to our values, and if we are ambitious as a party, if we reach to the top, if we believe ourselves that we could become a governing force, a liberal